Hello and welcome to my video on Ready or Not 1.0. I believe I've spent enough time in 1.0 to know what I'm talking about, but at the same time, everything that I talk about here will be my own opinion. So to start off, I want to say thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy. First up on the docket, gameplay. Gameplay has been improved greatly, and I can say without a doubt I'm happy that Void takes their time in addressing all their issues to make sure they get the right fix out when it's necessary. I also believe that some issues could be taken a little bit more seriously, such as what we'll be talking about in the future, the suspect AI. So with the suspect AI, there's different tiers, ranging from your everyday normal criminals to cartel members, mercenaries, and professional security. The issue that I have with the suspect AI is that they are John Wick, essentially. And what I mean by that is they have the fastest reflexes that I have ever seen, and with laser beam accuracy, like on the map Ides of March and Brissa Cove. The disgruntled veterans apparently can use a M249 in full auto, have laser beam accuracy, and hit me in the head and one tap me. Even though I'm wearing a helmet and the facial armor, they can still two-tap me in the face on full auto, and then that's it. I find that really fucking hard to believe, in my own opinion. And yeah, not too much of a fan of that. Another thing with the gameplay is something to go along with gunplay. Myself, I am a shooter. I love to shoot in my free time. And when I see guns like the Mark 18 and like the G416 in the game, and like the SR16 and whatnot like that, those rifles are using 5.56 by 45 millimeter, and the recoil on them is in part fucking ridiculous, because a lot of my knowledge stems from the 5.56 platform, and it does not recoil like that. You're showing a rifle jumping very much to where I would see maybe like the SA-58. It's jumping like that. You're essentially taking a 5.56 rifle and applying 308 recoil to it. And, you know, you're playing, as in the game implies, a professional SWAT member. So why is the recoil as horrendous as it is? At this point, you're better off just grabbing a MP7 and putting it in full auto, or the P90 and putting armor piercing and full auto on it, and just going at it like that. So I do believe that the recoil needs to be adjusted to be a more realistic standard. I shoot a lot, and if we're playing as, you know, SWAT officers, then, you know, that's a very prestigious like you are very highly trained to handle weaponry. So why is my guy like acting like a first-time shooter with the weapon system? I guess my next point is, so we covered the suspect AI and the gunplay. I believe that the friendly AI, your team, while improvements have been made, I think there's some more things that they can tweak. I believe, Void, if you're listening, I'm going to tag you in this. Take a look at the code in the friendly AI and see if you can find something along the lines that might be preventing them from, you know, breaching a door and stacking up. Because when I've breached or when I've asked them to stack up, I'll have like my guy with the shield just take off running behind us and trying to leave until I, you know, cancel the order and call him back all together and then stack up on the door again, and then he goes forward. It's a little bit irritating, but it's nothing game breaking. A little bit immersion breaking, but that's okay, I can deal with it. With the suspect AI, they love to flank, and even I'm going to go back to the AI and the suspect here. They love to flank, and even the smaller maps, like the untrained people, like your everyday criminals, will have laser beam accuracy with fully automatic weapons. And you know, I've shot full auto weapons before under supervision of somebody who is licensed and owned that stuff. But you are not going to pretty much hit the broadside of a barn in full auto. I don't like using full auto on rifles on that game. That's more reserved for like the sub guns, which, you know, it's you kind of need to use it in the sub guns or burst if they have it. But I mean, oh boy, just take a look at the code, Void, and see if you can, you know, tweak that a little bit, because holy guacamole, dude, I should not be able to get beamed laser beam accuracy 2-tapped in the head or in the arm by some dude with an AK on full auto shooting at me across the map, dude. That is not cool. That is definitely not cool. Let's see. What else can we think of here? I would say attachments. I would like to see some attachments, new attachments, maybe offering better handling of a weapon and doing stuff like that. 2 in particular, or 3 in particular, would be the Surefire. I want to say it's the Surefire X. Yep, the Surefire XVL2-IRC, or whatever you need to call it. It is a green laser, IR laser, and a visible and infrared illuminator. I would like to see that implemented along with like a Wilcox Raid XE, one of the replacements for the PEC 15, and just having the option to put that on our weapon system, like our rifle. And then the Surefire XVL2 is a pistol mount, and maybe having the visible light be a little bit more dim than the actual flashlight, So there could be some balancing there. But I believe that having like an IR illuminator and IR laser combo, that would be awesome. Because then, you know, you have one tool that can be suited for the job right then and there, you know. That's my personal opinion. You know, and what else could there be? I'm not gonna bring up knives because, you know, knives don't really, you can only you know, muzzle check somebody to make them comply in the game, and that's fine. I wish we had like a melee system where we could, you know, use like a self-defense knife or something like that. That'd be nice for like closer encounters. But I don't think that is. Maybe it is possible. Maybe there's like a little quick time event where, you know, you have like your like a small fixed blade or something like a, I don't know, just a knife. In my own personal favorite would be like an Extrema ratio suppressor knife. That knife is pretty cool, or the Extrema ratio suppressor ordinanza, I should say. I believe that would be a pretty cool thing to have, or just like some kind of defense knife to like you get caught off guard and somebody's coming through the door and you have to react. You can, you know, it's just like a quick little knife to where you could stun somebody with it and then, you know, back up and hit them. I know the game's not Call of Duty, but, you know, we're fighting in a CQB environment, and sometimes having like that little knife can and will help you. Let's move on to maps. Maps have been improved. I kind of dig the idea of not picking what kind of mission I want to do, like on the 213 Park Home, the fun house, I'll call it. Well, not even the fun house. It's the drug house. And that used to have like two modes for that. There was raid and barricaded suspects. I kind of dig the fact that, you know, they encompassed all three parts, or all three rooms, pretty much. The cave, the main house, and then the tent house, all into one, and kind of going from there. You definitely need to read and listen to the briefs and whatnot to understand what was going on, because there's sometimes when I was looking at the hospital map and, you know, the campus map, I didn't realize there was another kind of threat there besides the suspects. And you know, I dig it. I really do. But along with the idea of the maps, I believe that some of the maps, like the bigger maps, like Port Hoken for sure, I would like to see more AI there. Like in Port Hoken, it says you're doing a joint operation with, you know, FISA and FBI and ATF. I would like to see other friendly AI combatants helping you alongside your team to mitigate the threat of those suspects. Because, number one, there's so many of them. And on top of that, they have, unless the suspect AI gets reworked, and they cannot beam you with laser beam accuracy on full auto John Wick mode. I believe that on bigger maps you should have a number more AI to help alongside you. Maybe not count towards the score or your S rank. I believe your overall score should be your team and your team alone, and the other guys are whatever they were tasked to do. You know what I mean? If they were tasked to take them alive or to neutralize the threat by, and in quotations, any means necessary. I would say Port Hoken, I believe you should have at least like 10 people to 12 people on there, but I mean like 2 teams of 5, you'd probably be able to work it out pretty good. But some of them other smaller maps like the gas station or, you know, Ends of the Earth on Kauai Beach, that's perfectly fine to have like 5 people on, and then, you know, it works. But for bigger maps like Port and the mail sorting facility, definitely want to have more people on those big maps, in my opinion. Some things that I would like to see in the game are more helmets, more helmet variations. Maybe the Gen 4 night vision. Because I believe the Gen 4 has the E-Coddy, or have that as a thing, as a piece of equipment that we can get or use, which is like the night vision with E-Coddy, and E-Coddy is a acronym for Enhanced Clip-On Thermal Imaging, and essentially what it does is it paints an outline, a thermal outline of any heat signature it picks up, which is it's pretty cool in my own opinion. Magnifier would be nice for something like a holographic site with a magnifier. Yeah, that would be pretty cool for attachments to see, like the Surefire XLV2-IRC for handguns, with like the visible laser, infrared laser, visible light, and visible or in IR illuminator, and the same thing with the Wilcox Raid XE for the rifles and subguns. That would be pretty cool to see. Same setup pretty much, only for a rifle configuration instead of a handgun. I don't know, I think it'd be a little bit ridiculous to see a Wilcox Raid on a handgun, but it'd be pretty funny. Clothing and boots, yeah. I'd like to see what are they? The Rocky Boots SV2 Predator boots. Those would be pretty cool to see. That would go with like the Desert Tans and whatnot. Those would be pretty nice to see. Let's see what else. Balaclavas. The masks. Like a lot of the SWAT guys that you see in fictional pieces of fictional depictions and realistic depictions of SWAT members, they usually have their faces covered. So that would be a nice addition to see. Let's see, what else is there that could be handled? I'm not exactly sure. Another thing I wish would make a comeback would be the 9-bang, the 9-banger grenade. A little bit wider dispersion of a flash and bang effect would be nice. Launcher. Another good launcher idea would be to have the 302, no, the 230, the rotary grenade launcher, but to fire CS gas. That would be nice to see come, and you know, have that come out and use that. That would be a little bit more better than to have that the standard single shot grenade launcher instead of having 4 grenades that you can use. You'd have those 6 plus whatever grenades you have, and that would be probably like a primary weapon, and that'd be your one guy in the rear to fire gas or, you know, flashes or stingers. That'd be nice to see. I don't know why they took that launcher out. That would it would definitely be nice to see come back though, with different variations. Another firearm that I would like to see, well, another couple actually, would be a Canik TP9 SFX. It's 9mm, 20 round plus, 20 plus 1 capacity, 9mm handgun. It's pretty dope. I mean, you can get them with threaded barrels and all that good stuff. Another good one that I would like to see, and I'm going to probably catch a lot of hate for this, would be the Springfield Armory XDM Elite OSP, or just the XDM Elite. It's a 22 plus 1 capacity 9mm handgun. That would be nice to see. 45s, I'm not exactly sure what another 45 could be. Maybe like a Gen 4 Glock 21 in 45. It was like 13 plus 1 capacity, 45 ACP. That'd be pretty nifty to have with the night sights and everything. I'm not sure if any law enforcement branches use like a 2011, or if those are seen as a good alternative. But at the same time, oh, here we are. Let's see, what else could there be added? I definitely believe that, I mean, if you could get sharpshooter support, that'd be nice to have. I don't know what Void's ideas on that are. I'm pretty sure they're stuck on like the CQB aspect of everything. It'll be nice to see those sharpshooter elements in there though. Maybe that's something coming down the line, who knows. But I also want to say thank you to Paisano Dragon. Pretty cool guy. I ended up taking my video and getting some ideas from him. Thank you for the heart and the comment on my comment, or the reply to my comment. I appreciate that. I would love to work with you, do a video with you on Ready or Not, and just rock and roll on that and hang out and be cool and shit. Love to collaborate with other creators. So yeah, other than that, I think that about wraps it up with everything that I want to talk about. I can't really think of anything else off the top of the head except for those things, and I appreciate everyone who stuck around for however long this is. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great Christmas, have a great holiday. I'll be rolling out my best of 2023 video here before too long, and I hope everyone has a great day and a good week. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.